Wake up in the morning feeling good right now. I know it, where my joy come from. It's the morning, it's the
What's up? Welcome back to another episode. How y'all feeling? Yes, sir. Welcome. Listen, before I get started, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in to me. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I got to keep these going. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about us, I'm talking about the way we go about life. And I just like the dialogue. And today I got a good one for you. And it's simply this: stop being a weekend person. You don't know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I'm gonna tell you what I mean here shortly. But check this out. Y'all know how we do it before we get started. We gotta ground ourselves. We got to let go of everything else we're thinking about so we can get down to it. You ready? Listen, find you a little spot. We're gonna breathe in. 4 counts. Here we go. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. All right. This is what I mean. Stop being a weekend person. This is quite simple. This is the one thing that kills me, and maybe it's one of those things that's a habit that's been formed a habit, and you don't even know you're doing it. I can't stand to hear people say, when it gets to the weekend, or I can't wait for Friday because that's when. Nah, like, I think it's safe to say that everybody strives to live some type of life that they want, right? And, you know, we equate living the life you want with having a lot of money or having a lot of resource. But, you know, in order to get to anything, we've been talking about it these past couple podcasts, the way to get to anything is you have to take actionable steps towards said thing, right? So the longer you put off doing what you want, that's just how long it's gonna take to start doing what you want. You have to make, now I'm gonna tell you where this conversation came from. Y'all know my podcast comes from when I have conversations with people. Basically this, I bumped into this guy. We've become friends over time, and you know, he got to asking about like my thought process, and you know, he's telling me how he sleeps all day. He just plays video games and then just plays a gig. But then he was complaining that there was things he wished he could and couldn't do, or that once he gets to play this gig, then he's made this amount of money in order to do something. And I'm like, well, why don't you just spend the days, you know, the days where you claim to just be sleeping or playing the game? Why don't you spend those days actually giving yourself an hour or two towards building the life you want? Like the stuff you saying you want to do every day, why don't you just make yourself do those things every single day for a certain amount of time, right? It doesn't have to be stretched out 8, 9, 10 hours, but like if you have a job, don't have a job, whatever the case, I think if you spend every single day, just an hour, shoot, even 30 minutes, if you spend every day doing the things you love, eventually it becomes a habit that you don't want to let go of. Now, when it becomes a habit that you don't want to let go of, you eventually start doing this for a way longer duration. In turn, you find out ways to monetize, or you find out ways to fund the life that you want to live. Now, everybody doesn't have the same means of providing for themselves as another individual, and that is fine. But I believe that we all have something inside of us that we really enjoy doing, that sometimes we put off because it's a lot easier to procrastinate, or it's a lot easier to do something that's out of habit or formality than it is to create something from scratch, right? But in all reality, every person who's ever been successful had to spend time creating that life. Nobody, not one single person, has lived the life that they want because of doing something that they didn't want to do. And if you can find that person, drop them in the comments, because I want to look this person up, because they know something I don't. However, everybody I know, everybody I followed and you know, I wouldn't say compare myself to in order to progress, but more so like looked at like, dang, that'd be cool. They began doing it. They began already taking small steps. If they wanted to travel the world, they began taking trips within the local area, discovering ways to blog and vlog about that. They wanted to be musicians, which I have many friends that travel the world. They began playing several gigs and working on social media content. Like everything that you want to do in life has a lane that you have to put some time and effort and work into that probably won't pay you up top, or probably just won't do much of anything except put it in the atmosphere and let it work, right? And if you don't get that, that means you got a little bit more research to do. But I really hope deep down that there's something in you that's boiling, that you want to do something, that you don't become the weekend person by saying, oh, I can't wait until Friday, I can't wait until Saturday, then I'll be able to. Because that person lives on excuses. That person lives on making themselves feel better, that they have something they can say as the reason why they can't do something. And I don't find that cool at all. Not to be a judgmental person, but that ain't it. Like, nah, we all deserve, we all want better. So start creating better. I ain't where I want to be, but I ain't where I used to be. And I tell you what, you don't have to be there either. So that's it. Don't be a weekend person. Become the person who's driven every day to become the person they want to live every day instead of just the weekend. Like, I feel like we should all strive to live that weekend life every single day if possible. Shoot, if you ask me, I just want to sit around the house, play the game, make music with my friends, travel the world, eat some good food, and connect with people in different cultures. So that way the next time I go to your country or your city, you know what I mean, I can just sleep at your house and eat up your food, you know what I mean? Nah, for real though. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Remember, health is wealth. Drink lots of water. Get you some cardio in. Get you some form of workout in for like 15 to 30 minutes a day. Y'all, we getting older, we ain't getting younger. So to prepare, man, it's like the stock market. To prepare for the future, you have to invest a little bit of what you believe in. And if you don't believe in your own body and your fitness and your health, it don't matter what you're trying to build. You're gonna always have a problem. At least control that part. What you intake and the energy you put out. You got this, y'all. No excuses. Yo, if you like that episode, all I need you to do is subscribe, like, and comment. And make sure you share it with somebody, because maybe this piece of content could help them. Let's keep it going.